One of the benefits of television as a medium is the opportunity to flesh out characters over an extended period of time. As you've headed into season two, what were you most excited about further exploring with your character?
I knew going into this season that we were going to get to see a little bit of her home life and a little bit of her family. And so I think, your family is the missing puzzle piece to anyone, any human being, and also any character. Once you see where they came from or the people, the humans that they've made, you tend to understand them a little more. So I was super excited about that.
Mentorship is such an important theme within the show, and many of your fellow castmates are getting their big break with this series. Have you shared any words of advice or wisdom with them as they've traversed this industry?
Absolutely. I've always been a very opinionated and bossy person by nature. And I finally reached the age where young people have to listen because I'm an elder statesperson. So, absolutely. The first season, I told all the young ladies, like, if you have any questions about the industry or how to navigate the industry, just or doing a series, if it's your first series, I'm there. And all of them took me up on that offer. And also, like I said, I'm pretty bossy and opinionated. So if I see something or some behavior on any set that I think is not becoming of the people that are working on the set, I'll go ahead and come on now. You need to throw your trash away, and you don't talk to that person like that. You know, the person working just like you. So I would have moments like that. Thankfully, I've never had to do that on the Big Shot set because these ladies are lovely. But I have no problem entering that lane, and I think it's an honor to be considered a mentor or a role model. So I lean into it.
Definitely. My my favorite relationships within this series is the friendship between Sherilyn and Holly and how they
Mm-hmm.
champion one another. Who have been the women in your life who have shown up for you in a similar way? What has it like been working with Jesselyn as you've brought this important dynamic to life on the screen?
Well, the one of the my biggest joys in my life is that I've stayed friends with just about all of my friends from like elementary school and junior high. My friend Nicole, my friend Stacy, my friend Buffy. Her name's Tiffany, but we call her Buff. I still talk to all of them all the time, and I have a great tribe of women out here in LA, and it would take forever for me to name all of them. But I think it's important that when you find someone that understands you and gets you, that supports you, and that you can support, you hold on for dear life. Friendships matter. And insofar as the fabulous Jesselyn, as we're talking about friendships, she is such a dear friend. I'm so glad that I've been taking the Big Shot journey with her. She is kind and wonderful and insightful and wise, and we share stories. We are the same age, and we're navigating this industry at the same time, and we've become each other's champion. And I'm so glad you asked about her because she's working today with the fabulous Helen Mirren, by the way. She's working today and couldn't do the press junket, so I want to make sure that everyone knows that Holly, her character Holly, has an amazing arc this season, and you guys are going to love to see all the ways her life unfolds personally and professionally on this season of Big Shot.
Throughout your career, you've been really deliberate about the characters that you choose to play.
Mm-hmm.
What do you hope audiences learn from Sherilyn, and what has she taught you?
Um, Sherilyn has taught me that it's important to hold your ground when you're right, even if it's unpopular. I think that she's a character that is the most like my mom. Out of all the characters I've played, because my mom was very, very about it. Like, this is what you need to do. But she also had such a joy of life and a silliness about her that would come out at different times. And so I love that this role is kind of a paying homage to my mom. So that's the great thing. I hope that audiences learn that you can have it all, but you may not be able to have it all at the same time. I think Cheryl Lynn, even herself in this season, and hopefully if we get a third season, we'll see even more of this. She's learning that she can multitask, but there are some things that will not get the proper amount of energy when she does, right? She's an amazing administrator, but she's also an amazing mom. I don't know that she can be amazing in both areas at the same time because
Mm.
each role requires so much of her. So if she's given 100% to Marvin and the girls and Holly and the school, then she's not home to make dinner, or she's not home to talk to help her sons with their homework, or to spend time with her husband, and vice versa. So I think it's important to see that you have to sometimes pick and choose where your energies go depending on what's most important to you at that particular moment.
Great answer. I got one final question for you. Season one was so incredibly well received. How will season two continue to build on that success, and did that bring any added pressure heading into this new season?
No, I never feel any pressure in television because so much of it is out of your control. You could
Mm.
we could create the perfect show, and one thing goes wrong and people don't tune in because they got the name wrong on a poster or something. You just have the date wrong on a poster. So I don't worry about that stuff. I do my work. I hope for the best, and I believe that it's going to play out how it's going to play out. I think this season is going to be different in that we're 30 minutes this year instead of 45 minutes to
Yeah.
an hour. So if you were going to binge, which you can, everyone that's going to watch, all of our episodes are dropping at once on October 12th. So you can sit down, get you some popcorn, and just dive into this world and see the totality of this entire season in one sitting. And because we're 30 minutes, you can do it real quick, and it's a
Yeah.
fun binge.